So today is Veterans Day. So in the spirit of Veterans Day, we're gonna be watching. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. So in the spirit of Veterans Day, we're gonna be watching Special Ops Sniper rate 11 sniper scenes from movies. And we're gonna see how this goes, because I'm actually really curious as to what the movies are gonna be. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh shit.
Not happening.
Oh, not
Right.
happening. I don't know who
Good to
this
go.
guy is. Nicholas Irving.
My name is
Okay.
Nicholas Irving. I'm a former 3rd Ranger Battalion Special Operations
There we go.
sniper and currently a New York Times bestselling author. I spent 6 years in Special Operations, and I'm known as the Reaper for 33
The
kills
Reaper.
and
That's a
about 40
badass
month
name.
time span in Helmand Province, Afghanistan. Today we're
Holy
going to
shit.
be looking at a few sniper scenes in movies.
Let's check it out. How real is it? From Insider. Oh, we got Will Smith. Okay. Oh, this is probably like... What is this?
No one ever really does that.
Why would you lick your finger? Oh, is this Gemini Man? I think this is Gemini Man.
No.
What? Oh,
His
it must...
use of the equipment was really, really good. He has his pad to lay on. He has his rangefinder. He can measure the wind, barometric pressure, the altitude, density altitude. His dope book. The word dope is an acronym. And
dude, that's crazy.
It actually stands for data on previous engagements. So he can go back and refer to all these things that he's engaged before that and have like some good reference point.
I didn't know that was a thing.
His dope and his data to the scope itself. I rarely see that in movies where he applies the elevation and the windage. The impossible portion about this whole thing was the actual shot itself. The train is moving way too fast. You have to defeat gravity in some ways. So you're aiming up and the bullet's dropping almost down at that distance. And shooting through glass, panes of glass, angled glass, and different types of glass may deflect and alter the bullet's flight. You'd have to be...
Bro, he's getting like in depth with it, dude.
Really lucky guy, or after that, get up and go walk on water. But now that I see it, I almost want to simulate it, but it's kind of be almost impossible to simulate. I can't find a target moving at a bullet train speed. So this is a very basic bolt action rifle. Remington. It shoots a 6.5 Creedmoor round. Very, very fast round, small caliber, but I use it essentially because of the speed of it. I use it to defeat the wind. If there's a lot of wind or shifty wind, anything like that, it's a good bullet because of the velocity of it, how fast it's moving. He had a suppressor on his. I don't have one, but for overseas work and stuff like that, if I had to make a one shot, one kill, I would probably take something along the lines of a bolt action rifle. Then you have your bipod legs, and that's just for stabilization.
Chad, does anybody else feel like going to go shoot right now? Kind of want to go.
Scope.
Kind of want to go
to the range. You have your trigger.
I want to go to the range right now.
There's not much to a sniper rifle.
Right now.
His eye
Let's
position
go.
is cheek
All right,
well.
me and Rage will be back.
On the rifle itself.
No, we'll keep the stream going. We're just gonna hit the range.
On his. You'll see in movies sometimes the guy will have his eye pressed all the way up on the scope. And, unless you want a huge black eye and a nice, bloody eyebrow, wouldn't do that. I keep both eyes open. That way I can use my peripheral vision to, keep my situational awareness.
Yeah.
Good body position behind the gun. You want your body to be...
I've actually never gone to shoot like a sniper rifle like this.
You're not bouncing off target. You can get a good follow-up shot. Your skeletal structure is going to support all that recoil. If you're canted off to the side, that gun is going to hop. So being perfectly behind the gun as much as you possibly can be, that was a solid 8. Still, maybe even a 9.
Damn, 8 out of 10.
The shot itself, it was a 1. I would never take that shot.
Okay. Oh, Jarhead. All right.
900 yards.
That was good. That was really good. All the dialogue, between spotter and shooter were really, really good. He kept his firing hand on the rifle the entire time while he adjusted the scope with his left hand. 900 yards, though, definitely not going to take a headshot. And with that scope, it wouldn't even look like it's that close. would look, he would look way smaller than that.
Okay.
Permission to fire.
What the frequency are you on? We got air. I'm calling it in.
You have permission to take the shot.
Tough break. You were just gonna shoot one guy.
I think where it gets a
Bro,
little,
that-
a little
I
wacky
forgot
is where
that
the
black
guy
dude was
busts
in
into
here.
the
He's
room
like in
and
every
tells him to
military
stay
thing.
down. Snipers like to set up sniper hides, and they're essentially in a sniper hide, and there's booby traps and stuff like that in there. Maybe that colonel or the guy
Dude
who
just
walked up
walks
the
in
stairs
there.
may have hit a tripwire or being, maybe engaged by the sniper team itself once he came into the room like that.
It's a movie,
but if they
bro.
had permission from the colonel, I would have taken the shot anyways. I'm not too sure where this guy felt that he had the authority to do that. I would have taken that shot.
This is Bravo 4.
God damn it, he's dead anyway! Just let him do it!
That is a moment.
Yeah.
It's a weird moment where you're looking through the scope and you see your target, and you know for a fact that, hey, I'm about to end this guy's life. It's a life-altering, emotional roller coaster.
Bro, do you guys see that like little slit on the sniper scope? That's pretty cool. I'm assuming that's to like negate glint or something. Here we go.
Experience. I can see the emotion behind it. Scale from 1 to 10 for that one. I'm giving that one a 9.
Oh, there it goes. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It was just delayed.
Stop. Touch that light-colored grass. Sniper at your feet.
It's exactly like sniper scope. The one that sniper scope is not, that reticle inside the scope is nothing like what you would use in real life.
So,
You
are
usually
they
have these
looking
little,
for the sniper?
middle dots on there, like little circles, and you have 4 of them on each, the horizontal plane and the vertical plane inside the scope, and they're used for measurements. So let's say, for example, if I had a target that was 40 inches tall, and I wanted to find out how far away something is, but what I would do is take the 40 inches and multiply it by a constant, which is 25.4, and that comes out to 1016. And I would take the mil dots, and let's say if the target measures 2 mils.
Bro, you guys realize like how yeah. Dude, that's crazy. Like how he's like he can break all this shit down in his mind, and it's like, you know what? I was thinking about it in my mind. I was like, you know what? It's like he probably could do this and not like he probably does it like in an instant. And he's just like, okay, this is how tall my dude is. This boom, that's it.
High, I would divide 1016 into by 2, and that comes out to 508. So I had 508 yards
Could
on
be
the
both.
target
There you
on
go.
my distance, and I would apply that to the scope of my gun.
Listen, he is a professor now. I don't know.
Going to that trigger squeeze, that was not really good. You want to use the pad of your finger. He kind of curled the entire trigger.
Oh
finger.
yeah, you.
As a precision
Dude, that's on
weapon,
any
you're
gun,
looking at
chat. Any
harmonics
gun.
and stuff like that. So imagine like a tuning fork. You want everything to be as smooth and less friction on the sides of that railing inside the gun as possible. So having the trigger come straight back is what you really want to look for.
At least
not
he
so much
hit
that curled trigger finger. And it's exactly how they used it in sniper school, where the instructor, he's telling the guys on the outside, hey, come in, sniper at your feet, X, Y, and Z. It's pretty much exactly how it works.
All right, you won this one. Come on out.
Oh, maybe they were supposed to locate the sniper.
Soldier, how did you get that close to me?
Sneaking up on someone is extremely tough because of the stalking portion. It's not really an easy tactic, and not too many guys are good at being that sneaky. For the training portion, I would give this one a 7.
Why? Oh, probably because of the finger thing. Oh, good old Saving Private Ryan, chat. Everybody loves this movie. Oh, shit.
It really doesn't get any better than that. I grew up with this movie, and what he does is actually just wounds the guy. Usually if you wound someone, it's going to take 1 or 2 more individuals to come pick him up.
Oh,
or
shooting
drag
a...
him out,
Hell
so you get a
yeah,
chance to
Faith.
kill
Hell yeah,
3
dude.
targets instead of just 1. Really good tactic. If you're a cruel sniper, I would have never done that. I was, U.S. military, we trained 1 shot, 1 kill. The enemy's sniper, how you put the burlap over his rifle, and to match the inside of the burlap behind him inside that little bell tower, that is perfect. The Germans actually mastered the skill of sniping from camouflage to long-range precision. Snap bang theory. He hears the bang of the rifle. Our first Vin Diesel gets shot. The guy gets shot and he goes down. Then you hear the crack of the rifle. And it's almost like lightning and thunder. So he's counting really quickly to determine how far away the sniper is, and he's picking.
I never really picked up on that in the movie.
Expected positions where that enemy sniper may be. Everything about this clip is just how I would do it. You know, it's the calmness behind him, how he creeps up and puts the rifle on the rocks and slowly gets behind it, and you can barely even see the guy, you know, behind that rubble. The way he blends it in with the rubble and his position, everything. Look at that. That is almost.
Damn.
By the time you saw him, it was too late. That's target detection at its finest, and that is something you do teach or learn in sniper school is target detection, TD. The instructor will place out like a toothbrush and one bullet or something a protractor at 100 yards away, and as a sniper, you have to find 10 objects. The issue with this shot, it's a lot like the Carlos Hathcock story where, you know, he shoots and the bullet goes through the scope and hits the guy in the eye. He's shooting at an upward angle at a target up in a bell tower. And how bullets fly, if anything, he would have just got the guy in the head. He'd have to almost be, you know, directly in line at a very short, very close distance.
Dude, it's still a cool shot.
Travel all the way through the scope and then hit the guy in the eye. Been in an exact position like this.
Nah, we can't do that. We don't listen to those people, bro.
We never got him. He didn't get us, but it was essentially like playing volleyball with bullets, and he did that for about 3 hours. He had us pinned down with his sniper rifle. He was in a position just like this guy in Saving Private Ryan, the enemy sniper. And we were, my reconnaissance team and my sniper team were in a small little 4-foot diameter hole pinned down and surrounded for about 3 hours. The whole firefight lasted almost the entire day, like 19 hours or something like that. So I give this one a 9.5.
Oh, the Hurt Locker, good. Oh, it's so good.
Follow him, you got him?
Anthony Mackie and shit. All right, here we go.
Really nice.
Do they have a spotter?
That was really good.
Oh, he does, yeah.
I think, well, there's a few things that I saw wrong with it. Going to, well, the sniper dialogue was okay. It wasn't the best sniper dialogue that I've ever heard. It was the second shot where he moved 20 meters to the left of the building. Really good sniper dialogue. The spotter talking on the sniper to what the target's at.
Okay.
After that first shot with that 50 cal went, as a spotter, he should have called out immediately, hey, you're like 2 mils low. Inside that reticle, there's like mil dots, mil radian circles in there. They're used for measurements. At that time when he missed that shot, the spotter, the guy on the scope, should have told the sniper, hey, aim up 2 mils and, you know, send it again. He should have never let that guy get up to run.
At the window.
Ooh, that's real low.
This shot where he's engaging the targets in the building, the two guys in the building, little fly on the eye. That was pretty neat to add in there. It shows that dedication to the, you know, to the spotter and to the sniper team. You're in this.
He's talking about the fly. I wonder if that fly was like added in like post-production, or if there was an actual fly out there that was on dude's eye and he just remained focused.
Little bubble, only you exist, nothing else does. And the single shot with the 50 cal is, I've never seen it, never heard of it, but I guess it makes for a good movie.
Yeah,
not too bad. On the scale from 1 to 10, I'd give it, as a sniper team, a 4.
Oh, Lone Survivor. I think this has got Bradley Cooper in it.
That was really, really good. Yeah, that was Lone Survivor is one of the most realistic movies I've seen when it comes to combat. I've used that same rifle overseas in Afghanistan. My deployed rifle was an SR-25, but I used that one when I was a designated marksman. That shot right here, it's real. It's real. It shoots a 5.56, so it's not a very powerful round or anything like that. And being in this environment, I was just getting into special operations. First day in the barracks when the guys were coming back in stateside after rescuing Marcus Trail. You deploy every 6 months overseas, and we were averaging about 120 missions per 90 days.
Holy crap, 120 missions?
Average troop won't even touch that in a year. the unit I was with holds the record for killing and capturing the most high-value enemy targets in the global war on terrorism in Iraq or Afghanistan.
Holy shit.
Whether
Okay.
you're a Navy SEAL, which is Special Operations, you're a Green Beret, Special Forces, Marine Force Reconnaissance,
Yeah, who got the first
Delta
Medal of Honor?
Force, whatever you want to, all Special Operations. And
Is that Halfcock?
very small group of guys. They go through a very, very grueling experience, and they get the best of the best of the best training. They could be sleeping in your attic and you wouldn't even know it.
Wow.
That's what Special Operations is like. That's what I can think about. Being a ninja. It's like being a ninja.
Being a
This should be
ninja.
like the modern day standard for wartime movies. This is a 10, in my opinion.
Wow, 10 out of 10. Perfect. Oh, American Sniper. This is the one with
I had a
Bradley
chance to
Cooper.
meet Chris Kyle in Vegas one time. Bradley Cooper played a looks like Chris Kyle. Chris Kyle was a Navy SEAL sniper, and he's accredited with the most kills
Took like
in the
15
U.S.
shots or
military
something
as a
before he
sniper.
bled out?
Before
Oh,
him was
shit.
Carlos Hathcock, and I believe his spotter, Carlos Hathcock, had 93. I
Yeah.
remember hearing about Chris Kyle when I was in Afghanistan, and there was rumor about this Navy SEAL guy who was like, had over 100 kills, and I was like, there's no way. But yeah, way.
Yeah, wait. Okay. Oh, he gone.
For one shot, one kill, I would say, dude, that's extremely tough. In sniper school, you learn how to shoot 1 mile, and you do it in training every once in a while, but the odds of a 1 round first hit, not likely. I do like the fact that they use that flight time to show you how long it takes for a bullet to travel, 1 mile. It's not.
Dude, that's
immediate.
crazy. Shooting
with
somebody
that
1
distance, you're
mile
looking at
away?
So many factors that come into that. I'm even looking probably at a mile. I'm starting to calculate for the Coriolis effect as well, and that's where you take
What
the
the fuck?
spin of the Earth, and you're
Bro, this dude is a goddamn professor, Chad. I hope you guys are taking some notes.
taking that into consideration and plugging it into the formula. That long flight time, the Earth is still spinning, 1,000, miles an hour or whatever. So you have to kind of, account for that. They did put a lot of work into it. Chris is a good guy. But for movie aspects, I'd give it a.
He's gonna give it a
wow.
7.
I'd give that one
Oh!
about a 7.
I called it! Enemy at the gates. I don't know what this is. Oh, shit. I've never seen Enemy at the Gates, Chad. Have you guys seen this movie?
That was epic. That was really.
Jude Law's in
I
this?
was almost playing along in my head with them is, who would I take out first? And it was in that order. I would take out the guy in the shower first. Going back, that was
Wow.
I think that's a Mosin-Nagant rifle.
Hella
It's
complicated,
pretty accurate for open
But it's
sights.
surprisingly
That position,
simple. Interesting.
Shooting through something like that is, one, it's extremely scary. You have to understand how your rifle works, how much you have to aim up so what you're looking at, you're not actually hitting the bottom portion of that brick wall. And in the beginning, he even sets his range where he licks his finger, he's taking off the mud on that slide. So it's like a little slide. If you ever have a chance to look at the top of an AK-47, he slides that little lever up, and that raises the rear sight, and that lets you, it adjusts the elevation. It's essentially like a scope, just without the scope.
Interesting, okay. Like, I don't feel like he's that far away. Like, how do these guys, like,
Dude, the
what?
most I've taken out in a row is 5. A good sniper, not even a great one, a good sniper could pull that off. How he wraps his hand around the sling to make it nice and tight, that is perfect. You never really see that in movies. They teach you that in sniper school. That was really fast and really good. Look at that. Wrap over the top, nice and tight. Boom. That's perfect. Let's say 70% of my
that's cool.
shots overseas were from the knee. And at that distance with that rifle, that's not a hard shot. That's definitely
You think that
not
was
a hard
the
shot.
rifle
He's gotta
shot?
be less than 100 yards away.
When you were a kid,
That's a
that's
10.
what you
That's a
did?
10. I cannot argue with this whatsoever.
Oh, we've got an ad. Oh, Smoking Aces! Chad, I want to tell you guys this. If you guys have never seen Smoking Aces, holy shit. Dude, it is like nonstop. Like, like, it's crazy. It's craziness. It's nonstop.
Before I was a sniper, I was a machine gunner with a 50 cal. That round is
Oh, yeah.
devastating. Where she uses that little laser finder, probably not going to happen ever. That's a very, fine object to point. The sniper in the window should have known where the elevator was at or where she was going to be shooting at anyways, but
dude, that's crazy.
people don't look like that when they get hit with the 50 cal. It's usually just a puff of moisture and mist. The guys returning fire from the inside essentially just killed or injured a bunch of civilians on the street. I do like the use of the sniper how she's using the bed frame and not like out the window like you see in most movies. And yeah, she's backed away. So yeah, I would have used that same tactic. As long as that rifle's not hanging out the window, she should be fine, and she's not shooting through glass. I'd give it.
I mean, how could you? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a sniper, but
a 3.
He may have given it a 3, but bro, Smoking Aces is fun. Ooh.
Not happening. There was a shot like that back in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
It was a police.
I wouldn't
sniper.
think so either, Faith.
It was 98 yards away where he shot the pistol out of the guy's hand. But at this distance, that wind, you got to think you're on top of mountains. And a true sniper would never take that, no matter how good you are. If you look at her hair's not blowing that much. So there's obviously not a lot of wind on target. I give that a good 3, 4, 5 mile an hour wind. You wouldn't dare take that shot. I would debate even taking a headshot at that distance. At that distance, through a real scope, you wouldn't be able to see. You'd be able to see maybe a black toothpick. By the time you put your crosshairs on whatever you think was the shotgun, the crosshair itself would probably cover up the shotgun. If you go back and you can see where the scope is, not covered in the front portion, you see that black hole there. Any good counter sniper would have picked out all this white terrain, and then boom, there's this black circle there. Mark would have been hit a long time ago if I were on that other end. Prior to this going off, him shooting the gun out the guy's hand, I'd give it a 5.5.
Damn, dude, that's
With
crazy.
that, I give it a 2.
Oh shit, Rambo.
Wait, what is it? What?
The
Yeah,
sniper who's on
we gotta
that
have the
team,
50 cal.
mercenary team, has a large 50 cal. That gun weighs about 38 pounds. And
Woo!
the guy soaking wet was maybe 150 pounds. And he's moving miles and miles and miles at a high rate of speed with this rifle. I wouldn't do
Hell
it.
no.
What they would do is separate it into 2 pieces. So one guy would have the upper portion, the other guy would have the lower portion of the rifle. Kind of distributes the weight. It's
You want a Rambo
about
game?
as tall as I am.
Dude,
I
I don't
had
know,
to jump
man.
out of a plane with it one time.
You just
portion
be
of
like,
it, and
I feel
it's
like
a
Rambo is just like Just Cause. I
extremely
think we already have a
uncomfortable gun to
Rambo
carry.
game.
I would give that a 2. I'd give that a 2. They could be
2.
sleeping in your attic and you wouldn't even know it. That's what special operations.
Sleeping in your attic. Wouldn't even know it. Wouldn't even know it. Dude, that one was pretty good. That guy was like super, super informative. Like ridiculous. I didn't realize like that much went into like, obviously I know that a lot of shit goes into being a sniper, but it's like that I guess gets drilled into you so much. It's like you don't even have to think about it anymore. You just do it, right? It's not a thought. It's memory. It's muscle.